Hello, I am Quinny. Welcome to the channel, guys. In this video today, we are going to be rolling off the back of the leak that came out from Sky News that it looks like ConsenSys have folded or they are withdrawn from the battle, and Sorare are going to be scooping up the Premier League NFT fantasy license in the coming weeks. This is news that Sorare managers across the world has been waiting for the last year or two, with the company's number one, and what I mean by number one is their initial goal of onboarding the top 20 biggest leagues in the world now being the prophecy from Nicholas Julia is now being fulfilled, it feels like. And once the Premier League gets locked in, I don't think there's any top 20 potential division that we don't have on Sorare at the moment. And it really completes the game out in terms of, for any card you would want to use and deploy in your teams, any scarcity, as well as now the prize pools should be the best they have ever been. So in the video today, guys, we're going to be talking about what that means exactly, how we can all get ready for it and maximize it to the best of our ability. Now, if you're new to Sorare and you haven't even opened your account yet, I've been making content on Sorare for the last 2 years, beginner's guides, strategies, trading patterns, all that good stuff, and it's helped thousands of people. Sorare love the content here at the channel, and they give me a special link. That link is in the description of the video. Once you open your account by clicking that link, you are going to get a free card once you've bought 5 from the market. You can keep it, you can sell it, you can do anything you want with it, and by clicking on that link you go directly to supporting all the content here at Quinny3001, and I thank you in advance if you do so. If you get stuck, you need any questions answered or anything like that, just drop it in the comment section of the video and I'll get back to you. But for all you movers and shakers that have been here for ages, this is where the party time begins. We can now start to, really devise some exciting strategies that are built around the cards that we have access to the now, as well as really open ourselves up to thinking what we want to win and where we might find it. At any point in the video today, if you do laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe, share, retweet, all the good stuff. Stay out of trouble and let's get stuck into it. Now, where to actually start on this is the hard part. Let's get the basics out the way first, okay? Champion Europe is the top 5 divisions in Europe. That's the region that they play fantasy football on Sorare. They can go into the All-Star competition, they can go into the age group competition, as well as underdogs and specialists, all those kind of non-denominational ones, if you like. But primarily, these cards are used and won from the region that they come from, which is Champion Europe. Now, at the moment, we've only got 4 leagues in here, plus Liverpool, and we've not even got the full of France, or even the full of Italy, really, at this point. So, with the full Premier League coming on board, the prize pools in these regions should be going up at least 20% in rare, super rare, limited, all these types of places. And for the head counts that we've been getting in recent game weeks, that's actually a significant increase in rewards. Now, the problem with limited and rare especially, are tackling these divisions to try and win some Premier League cards who will now be in these prize pools. You are going to be up against some big, particularly in limited, big XP power stacks, copy and paste. They play every week no matter what the fixture is, and they'll score quite well. Buying a team like that or an outfit like that is now much more appealing because this prize pool is going to get bigger, which means there's more of a percentage chance of any success in any given game week. And also with the addition of the Premier League cards, the tier 2, the tier 1, these pools should become much more valuable to be shopping in or to be pulling your rewards from, because even a tier 1 maybe from like Chelsea, or tier 2 from Arsenal, or a tier 2 from Man United, maybe some of these cards would actually be very valuable in your gallery for not just fantasy football, but maybe for your collection, as well as market fodder, something to go into the market and be able to trade with. A tier 2 from Man United is probably better than a tier 2 from Frankfurt, for example, But what I also expect to see happen is the quality of the global prize pools, particularly for the top tier 1s and star rares, the quality there to go up and up and up, because one of the big complaints about the global, and this is true for the under 23 division as well, for the star pool, is that not all the guys in here are out and out stars, okay? Now, a part of that is public profile and perception, is Skov Olsen a star? No, not to the man in the street. Is Joey Veerman? No, not to the man in the street. Some of these guys are fantastic players in the game, but you would definitely see the likes of and I'm just going to say random Premier League names, but like Foden, Haaland, Kane, the list goes on. The top like 20 Premier League players probably all slot into the star category quite comfortably on the prices that they'll auction for, as well as their SO5 output. And then subsequently, the tier 2s and tier 3s, and tier 1s, of course, as well, should be populated now by slightly higher caliber players and guys that have a better public profile. So they're maybe a bit more deserving of that star category when you win a division or you finish in the star rare, star limited positions. I actually think under 23 is probably going to be the prize pool, and I was saying this to Harry when we did the live stream as this news broke last Friday. Feel free to check that out. It'll be linked somewhere now on the video for you. But the under 23 prize pool is the one that's been the most on its knees, because under 23s do get older. Some of them become 24 and then they're not in the U23 prize pool anymore, as well as a few other different things, like Haaland recently moving from Dortmund to Man City, where there was no license until maybe now. Removed Haaland from the equation because we didn't have access to him. So getting Haaland back into U23, getting guys like Foden and Saka and all sorts of other wonder kids that are floating around the Premier League, not just the top 2 or 3 teams, but the entire division, because the Premier League is the Super League of football, basically. It is. I was thinking about this earlier. If this was like 5,000 years ago or whatever, the Premier League would be called the Olympics. The Premier League is the pinnacle of the sport, and it's on every week, which is incredible, But even the teams, it always astounds us in Sorare world sometimes how somebody can be an amazing player, top of their game, and they go to like the 14th team in the Prem, or they go to the 5th team in the Championship, this kind of idea. But these players are still great, and some of them still play very well on SO5, and some of them might not make it in the Prem, and that's one of the great things about Sorare is you can have these guys play anywhere as long as it's Opta covered and it's in the game. It doesn't matter where they go in their career, So even if you're picking up a tier 3 from, I'm just going to say Southampton, because they've got traditionally a very good academy, there's every chance that could go on to become a good player in the Championship or abroad or whatever. And that potential is like that kind of trickle down thing that we've looked at with rewards in the past, where if they don't make it in Champion Europe, they might make it in Challenger, they might move to the Americas, they might even move to Asia, depending on what's going on, age and profile and all that good stuff. But I think overall under 23s, because of the investment that the top academies in England get, and there's a lot of great guys like Romeo Lavia, I think his name is a wonder kid at Man City that I was quite excited about. I was really hoping this year he would have got a move to Belgium on loan or France or something, but no, he signed for Southampton. And again, these types of, I think under 23s is kind of the bullet point I want to leave here. Under 23s, I think percentage-wise, in terms of quality increase from the prize pool, is the biggest division to go for. Now, for me, I have actually recently, and you might be in a very similar situation to this as well, but I have very recently shed myself of Champion Europe as a region where I would see myself building teams for, buying players for every game week. Now, I do still have a fair contingent of rares and super rares, not that amazing. What I want to work out is exactly how strong I could make a Champion Rare Pro, or I want to work out with my rares and super rares what the strongest lineup I possibly have to start from is, and then can I maybe plug in 1 card or 2 from the market that can make me really viable to go out and fight in Champion Europe. Now, as we mentioned before, the top scores in Champion Europe are the most eye-watering. Going into this division, going into this region, expecting to get a table topper of a squad will cost obscene amounts of money. What I'm always looking to fish and fight for is really good quality tier 2s and tier 1s. And I definitely think I've got the components to do that. I've definitely got the form, I can do that. And I think with the tools and everything that's available to us on Sorare data here, let's discover how far we could get. Now, this is the best rare team I could probably make for this game week and for most other ones. Castellanos is probably quite a weak forward. I've got a wee bit of flexibility, a wee bit in defence and midfield, but not too much. And as you can see on historic scores, we would not be getting into prizes as it was at the moment, mainly down to really horrible form and inconsistency from like the Gio Reyna, for example, who's been in and out. Same with Robbo, same with Oblak. So I would need their form actually to improve. And maybe we could get a good bit of form with an extended prize pool. Maybe these guys could start catching some T2s. now and again, but it's not that exciting looking, is it? Now, this is the best Champion Rare Pro team I could make, which on historic scoring is actually much better looking, isn't it? Thanks, of course, to Enesunal and Braze Mendez, but again, not anything too amazing. We would get to about 400 points when these guys are all banging and firing, which is the minimum you need to get to even think about a prize in this division. Even with an extended prize pool, you know, like 400 is still the first point of contact. I think it will be with XP multipliers, good captain choices, and obviously the super rare multiplier in this division as well. That's where it begins, you know, as you can see here. Generally speaking, 409 points to 395 would get you in there, but we do expect the prize pool to be extended. So in the super rare division, even with I'm quite light on defense because Maffeo gets sent off at the weekend and maybe Kuto's injured. But yeah, maybe light a defender here, definitely light a unique. I've put a lane in here because he's fit, but even without a lane, I've got some other midfield options like Marcus Llorente and Mamadou Haidara, Ivan Illich, a few other guys, just depending on when, if and when any of these other guys are fit, there is options there for me. It's just really not in defense. And yeah, up front I've got Nemeka as well, and I've got Cunha, so I've got enough options there. It's just rare, it's a super rare defender or a unique spot. We would get into the prizes even with rare Robbo, even with the form that he's had as well, which has been quite poor overall. But it feels like getting to the top of this is, again, there's big scores here, but they're all super rare multiplied also. I think this is a good place for me to be looking at, but I'm quite optimistic, in fact, that Champion Europe Rare Pro, do feel that these guys have got the 70, 80 plus potential all within them. Maybe the goalkeeper's the exception here that's going to be letting me down. But I do feel that there still will be a standoffish approach to the champion competitions. I think people will probably go a bit further forward towards the under-23 push, and maybe like Specialist Underdog, where you can get some Premier League cards, of course, whenever they do become available. But I think going straight for the jugular and going for Champion Europe Rare Pro is probably where I'm going to be, because I can field a team right away. I can field a feasible team right away. And, you know, the sooner the better, really, just to get in amongst it and trying to get some Man City cards and Scotland cards, guys like McGinn and Tierney. There's so many guys. Even Alexis McAllister. I'm buzzing to get Alexis McAllister into my squad. You know, I cannot wait. Let me know in the comment section of the video what your angle of approach is going to be with Premier League. Are you maybe even just going to try and do the trading strategy and just maybe try and sell some guys, buy some guys, all that kind of stuff? Are you going to try and activate a prize pool, try and pull some guys out there from the team you've already built? Or maybe you're just going to have a wee slight change of direction, take that all-star team, play it in champion, or maybe take that underdog team a bit more seriously, you know, that kind of idea. And let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, retweet, all the good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.